Greetings, beautiful earthlings. I am Kimber Heels, and I decided to come on today to bring a message for all of you guys. It's going to be a collective message for the collective conscience. We are all together, we are all one, so we are all going to draw one message from my Moonology deck today. So this is an oracle deck that I've chosen for you. And like I mentioned, we're in the September Pisces full moon. This is a beaver full moon, and we are waning. So with the moon being full right now, we are in a reap what you sow kind of pattern. So some of you might find right now that whether it's for the better or not, you might be revisiting some old messages or possibly revisiting some scenarios or situations that you might have started last month. So with it being the full moon right now, I'm just going to bring a message through for everybody. Spirit feels really rich right now, so I decided to come on. But first, let us just be cleansed so that we can bring the best messages through that we possibly can. So, with me now, wherever you are, seated or standing, feel your tailbone, and we're going to take a deep breath. And I want you to feel energy of healing white light coming up your tailbone all the way up your spine. I want you to try to keep your shoulders down and expand at the belly when you inhale. And then when you exhale, push all of the air out as much as you possibly can. When you get to the bottom of your breath, breathe out even more. That's going to create a nice accordion type effect with your diaphragm, and we're going to start to condition your diaphragm as well as just to cleanse you and get you ready to receive your message. So wherever you are, seated or standing, inhale through your nose. Belly expands, shoulders stay down, and as you exhale, blow into the smoke. All the way down, push more, more, more. All the way down at the bottom, let me hear you say, and if it helps with that breath, you can take a nice gulp of water. If you have some nearby, go ahead and do that. And that can help with the bottom of your out breath. So it's as if you've just had something super refreshing and you're just, that's going to engage your diaphragm. It's really going to expand your breathing capacity. So one more time, inhale through your nose. Belly expands, but your shoulders stay down. And as you exhale, blow. Feel your belly get tight as you exhale all the way down. Down more, 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 more. At the bottom, go. Excellent job, everybody. And now you're ready. You guys are done breathing. So am I. And we're ready to rock and roll. We want one card. We're pulling today in the name of the greatest divine power that is universal unconditional love. Only love and light can exist here in this read with all of these beautiful earthlings. And our card is here. The card for us today is a new moon in Gemini. This is a beautiful card with a beautiful message. And it's all about communication. Communication being key. So the message coming through for new moon in Gemini is that, especially right now, even though this is a new moon card, we're in a full moon phase, that there can be a lot of miscommunication going on right now. So the big message coming through for all of us today in our waning moon going into an altruistic phase. So I had mentioned that the full moon is all about reaping what you sow. It's a little bit karmic. Sometimes people can say that the full moon is a really crazy time. Um, our bodies are made of, well, lots and lots of water. So just like the tides are affected by the moon, and all of the polarities of our planet, so are our bodies. So we're feeling the pull of the full moon, and a lot of times that can make us crazy as we're going into a waning phase, approaching the last quarter, which is what we're coming up into right now. This card is encouraging all of us to embrace um, communication and altruism. So it's time right now to stop thinking so much about yourself. And I know that this can be difficult a lot of the times because we want to make sure that we have taken care of the things that we need. And I know that there are a lot of, children going back to school right now in many different forms that's taking. And I think that right now is a really good time to kind of blend these two messages of altruism. That's always what is kind of like the focus of the waning moon as it approaches the last quarter, as well as communication. So whatever it is that you feel like you are having to kind of like hoard or hold on to, or worry that it's going to expire or no longer be yours, your guides and those who have chosen this message for us today would ask you to turn to the avenue of communication in order to resolve that. So there's somebody that could be well served to create an outlet, a positive outlet, to sort of vent these things that you feel like maybe you're holding on to. Because as we approach, like I mentioned, the waning phase, it's a time to give back. So in the new moon phase and when we're waxing toward our full moon, it's sort of like we're putting in for ourselves. It's our own sort of like karmic deposits. So it's time to kind of like wipe your karmic slate clean by putting in all of those little, just all the little things, doing good deeds, etc., but also positive communication. So, if there's something that you appreciate about somebody, let them know that, because that's really, really good for the upper heart, lower throat chakra, where the heart chakra meets the throat. When you can communicate messages of gratitude and beauty, and gratitude is really kind of like the big message, um, this opens up a huge pool of opportunity for personal growth. So for this phase, we would all want to be focusing on sort of like greenish blue colors, that aqua, and communicating all of the gratitude that we have, essentially. So communicating the things that we're really grateful for that we have in this life. And that is the message that we have for you, beautiful, lovely earthlings. I want to thank you so much for being here. I want to thank you so much for existing and for carrying one another through all times, good and bad. I am Kimber Heels, and this has been my pleasure to be here with you today. One love. One night.